Hello everyone, I'm Rinku Dhiman, working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering department at RP IIT Technical and Medical Campus Karnal. So today I'm going to discuss about the basic structure of power electronics. So in this we will understand what are the basic component of our power electronics block diagram and how they will work. So first of all, these are the contributing areas where the power electronics nowadays used. So it deals with the, so if we'll talk about the electronics, power system and control systems. So in electronics, it deals with the solid state devices and signal processing circuit. And in power system, it deals with the stating and rotating power equipment. So we can say our rotating motors, that is electrical machines, AC, DC, and so on. And control system deals with the steady state and dynamic characteristic closed loop system as well. Now, this is the basic structure of power electronic system. So it includes mainly two units, that is our power electronic converter and our controllers, right? So we are giving the power input from this side and we will get the power output from the power electronics power converter output as the conversion process output. So power electronic devices are basically conversion devices as well, controlling devices as well. And so we can say the conversion device, if the power level is low at the input, so we will convert this in a high level of power as well. So if it is in watt, then we can convert into megawatt, gigawatt, and so on. Okay, so that is also the work of power converter. So same way the power converter can be behave like our inverter based or rectifier based. So if the AC is over here, then DC will get, DC is here over here, AC will get. So the simple funda, it is also behave as a conversion device as well. So the power converter, if we give the input from this side and output that side, so we measure that output by using some sensing element and fed to our controller. So the function of controller is over here to generate a control output as per our reference signal or the command signal or the level we want to set our output. So this is the reference signal. Control action will be taken on this output, measured output, with respect to our reference signal, generate the control signal. Okay, so what will he do? That controller will be do, it will take the output from this side and take the input from this side and take the reference from that side. So it will compare, it will make a sense of this output, will compare our input with the output and will make the sense like this is the reference signal, will set our output as a reference signal, then send to the power converter, and this process will take place in revision until and unless we will get the desired output. So this is the basic structure of a power processor. We can say the flow of electrical power from here, that is P in, and converter process it and will convert into P out. So that is the electrical output power in the form of required by the load. Okay, so we will take that measure the output as using as a feedback by the control circuit or triggering circuit. Okay, so again in controller we have to put the reference signal and the input, right? So it will always try to make our input with respect to our reference signal, so we can get always the desired output signal over here. Controller will generate the output signal, making consideration of the input signal, reference signal, and this output, and will generate that control signal particular our load requirement. Okay, so the simple structure of our power electronic device is this one. So here is the example of we can say that we are giving the supply AC 230 volt at 50 hertz supply to the converter 1. So this converter 1 will convert this AC into DC, that will behave like as a rectifier, right? So that DC will store over here in the DC link. Okay, and then again we have to fed this AC to our AC motor. Then we will make this converter fed to another second part, that is behave like an inverter. This DC will convert into AC by using this converter as an inverter. So AC will transfer to our motor. Okay, so what we will do over here, if the AC input has 50 hertz, right, and the converter will convert into DC, So this converter will take place or controlled by the controller using this controller 1. Okay, so it will again give some reference input. So this DC link have the desired voltage level, say 20 volt, 30 volt. So it will control this signal as per this controller requirement. And same way, this controller is used to control the this AC output as per our load requirement. Okay, so this converter is known as back-to-back converter because it is working in two modes, or it is also known as the bidirection converter as well. So one converter is behave as a rectifier and the converter work as an inverter. Right. So this is utilized in transfer of AC power from one end to another end by using the power electronic devices. Thank you very much. This is the basic structure of the power electronic converter. Please stay tuned with us for more videos on this. Please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.